Hi everyone, this video is to share the zero-touch provision on Maps devices. And for the final content, I will do the introduction from three parts. The part 1 is zero-touch provision working principle. The part 2 is zero-touch provision feature on BDLAN controller. And the part 3 is zero-touch provision demo by BDLAN controller. Okay, now let's start the first part. Actually, the achievement of the ZTP need to rely on the DHCP, and there are two options used for the ZTP: option 66 and the option 67. The option 66 includes the detail FTP server info. It includes the FTP account, FTP password, and the FTP server. And the option 67 includes the boot file. And the boot file has the corresponding relationship about the serial number of the device and the configuration file. And here you can see this is the content of the boot file, ZTP script.xml. For example, this is the serial number of the device D276194681000151, and the corresponding configuration file is D276194681000151. Okay, and if the ZTP client want to finish a complete ZTP process, it just needs 5 steps. The step 1 is the ZTP client will use the interface VLAN 1 to run a complete DHCP process. After that, the interface VLAN 1 of the ZTP client will get the IP. Meanwhile, the DHCP ACK packet will carry two options: the option 66 and the option the option 67. The step 2 is the ZTP client will request and get the boot file from the file server. After that, the ZTP client will compare the serial number with itself and the boot file. After that, the ZTP client will know which startup should it get. After that, the ZTP client will request and get the corresponding startup from the file server. Then the ZTP client will write the startup to the flash and reload. And here we need to know that for zero-touch provision, Maps BDLAN controller can act as the DHCP and the file server at the same time. Okay, now let's start the second part, the ZTP feature on BDLAN controller. And as we know, the layer 2 and the layer 3 network architecture is the most typical application for nowadays network. So the BDLAN controller can issue the ZTP based on layer 2 and layer 3 network architecture. And of course, there are two very important subband agreement. The first one is SMP, and this agreement is used for the embed management. So the link between the span and the leaf, the link between the leaf and the axis, and the link between the span and axis is a track, and it's layer 2 link. Okay. Another agreement is netconf. This agreement is used for the configuration issue. And later on, I will do a ZTP demo based on the layer 3 network architecture. And before we start to do the zero touch provision demo, there are two things need to be done. The first one is that we need to collect the serial number and the devices info. The second one is that we need to plan the interconnection relationship between devices. And here, this is a demo. This is a demo top log. I will do later on. And and the BDLAN controller is located on the LAN. The IP is 10.11.12.53, and my laptop is 10.11.12.100. Okay. And there are one span, two leaves, and two axes. Okay. And the serial number of the span is D661201 6710060. And the link between the span and the leaf is here, right? And the interconnect link between the leaf and the axis is here. All these things need to be planning. All these things need to be planned before we start to do the ZTP. Okay. If we want to do a complete zero touch provision on BDLAN controller, it just needs 6 steps. The step 1 is do the basic configuration on the span devices, and the basic configuration includes the IP routing, enable password, local authentication user, enable the SSH server, netconf server, and SMP parameters, and enable the ALDP. The step two is configure the credential on BDLAN controller, and the credential includes the SMP, template, SSH, and netconf. And here we need to pay attention that the credential must sync with the underlay configuration of the span device. The step 3 is SMP discover span devices on BDLAN controller. The step 4 is create ZP instance on BDLAN controller. The step 5 is configure management, gateway, and IP routing on span devices. The last step is connect the link and power on devices. Okay, now let's start to do the zero touch provision demo. And here this is the basic configuration of the span device. And here you can see I create a local authentication user. The service type is telnet, SSH, and netcom. And here I enable the LLDP run, and here the underlay is is router OSPF, and enable the IP SSH server, and enable the netcom server enable, and configure the SMP corresponding parameters. Okay, and now I use my laptop, and I use my laptop to log into the span device. You can see my the IP of my laptop is 10.11.12.100. Okay, now I pin the span device. Pin the span device. The IP is 172.1.7.0.6. You can see it works. Then we can use the remote access tool to log into the span device. And here you can say, yeah, this is the span device. You can see this is a local user, and LDP underlay routing, underlay IP routing, router OSPF, and the SMP parameter. Okay. And here the first step has been done, and now I will do the second, step, to configure the credential. And firstly, I will log into the BDLAN controller by the web GUI. And here you can see I have logged into the BDLAN controller, and this is the home page of the BDLAN controller. This is the operation panel, top-level provision, inside logs report, and here we select the provision, and here is the device credential, and here configure the SMP credential. We add a new one. The name is demo, and the privilege is read and write. The community name is public 123. Okay, and now create and now configure the netcom credential, and the name is demo, and the username is maple, and the password, and this info must be same as the underlying configuration of the span device. Demo, and now configure the telnet credential, and configure the SSH certification, and the name is demo, and configure your name, and password, and the enable password. Okay. Now the step 2 config credential has been done. Now let's do the step 3 SMP discover span device. And here the provision, and select network discover, and here is the SMP discover. And here we create a new task. The task name is demo, and the IP is 172.170.6, and the access certification is for SMP certification is demo, telnet is demo, and SSH is demo, netconf is demo, and click OK, and then click the add. All these things have been done. We can connect the save, and then we can say the operation status is in operation, and here from this button we can view the detailed information of the process. Here it will cost about 5 minutes. After that, the status is complete. After that, we can from the home page select the top log and top log management, and to get the physical top log of these devices. And you can see there are too many devices. We can create a new one, new management, new top log management, and here we use the name is ZTP, and here we add the device that we want. Here we select the MP39 and the NSS 5910. Okay, we just need this. We just need these two devices. Okay. And you can see there the step 3 has been done. Now I will do the step 4, create ZTP instance, and from home page select the provision, and there is a 0 configuration management, and here select the GCP operation, and click the add button to create a new one. The name is ZTP, and here you can see the operation address pool. We create a new one. The name is ZTP, and here we create a new opening address pool. The name is ZTP THCP. The subnet is 172.180. The net mask is 24. The gateway is 172.180.1.254. The last time we can self definition. Here I definite as 1 day. And here we need to pay attention that this DHCP port is used for ZTP. It's not used for the STA or laptop, so we don't need to configure the DNS. And then after input all these parameter elements, we click OK, and here we select it. Okay. And here the network modes can be selected layer 2 and layer 3. This is the network architecture. And here you can see if we connect the layer 2, it's very simple. It just needs the management network segment and the management VLAN and the management gateway. But if we select the layer 3, we need to input many elements. Okay, now here let's do the layer 3 network architecture. The management network segment. Here we create a new one. The name is HTTP management. Start IP is 172.1.17.9.1, and the IP is 172.170.9.200. The its mask is 24, and the function description is HTTP management. Then connect it, then select it. The management VLAN is 99, and the gateway is 172.17.99.254. And now enter the element device internet segment. Here we create new one. HTTP interconnect. Start IP is 172.170.222.1. The end IP is 172.170.222.100. The subnet mask. The subnet mask is 24. Function description is interconnect. Okay. Then select it. Then choose it. The VLAN of the device interconnection is is 222, and the loopback. Here we create a new one. ZTP loop one interface ZTP loopback 0. Start IP is 172.170.222.1. The end IP is 172.170.222.200. The subnet mask is 24, and the function the description is loop back 0. And then select the IP of the port. Here we use 500. And then we need to configure the access certification. Here we can create a new one or use the we have created. And here And here I will create a new one. It's demo. It's ZP and netconf username is, and input the username and password. And then select it and configure the SSH certification. Here is the new one. The name is SSH ZTP SSH. Input the username, password, and the enable password. Then select it and configure the telnet certification. The name is ZTP telnet. Input the username, password, and enable password. And then select it. After that, it's better to check all these elements. If all these things has been done, we can connect the OK. After that, we need to add the devices. We need to add the span, leaf, and access. And here, there is the add device. Firstly, we add the span, then add the leaf. The lastly, add the access device. For the span devices, we only need to select it. Okay. The rule is span. Okay. Then select the OK and click the OK. We can see the span device has added to it successfully, and then we add the leaf. We add the leaf device. The device name is NSS 4330. The module is here, and the uplink serial number is the serial number of the span, and the device serial number. Then connect the OK. And here we need to configure the interconnect link between the span and the leaf, and for span device, we need to configure the downlink port. Here is 10 gigabit, 29 to 30. Okay. And for leaf device, we need to configure the uplink port. The uplink port is 10 gigabit, 24, slow to 0, 29 to 30. Okay. After that, we connect the OK. we can say the leaf device been added has been added successfully. And we add another leaf device. The name is 43302, and the module is here. The rule is leave the uplink device. Serial number is the span device, and the device number is this. Okay, we click the OK and configure the link between the span and the leaf. The downlink port reach is 10 gigabit 31 to 32. Okay. For leaf device, we need to configure the uplink port reach is 10 gigabit. Slow 0, 29 to 30, and then click the OK. Then we can see the two leaf devices have been added successfully. And then we need to add the axis. Here we select add, and the rule is axis. Device name is SS3330 33301. Actually, the device name is the host name. The module is here. The uplink device is the leaf. The serial number of the leaf device, and the device number is this, and click OK. And here we don't need to configure the span devices. We need to configure the leaf device and the axis for the link. And for leaf device we need to configure the downlink. We need to configure the downlink, and for axis device we need to downlink. We need to configure the uplink port. Okay. For leaf device, the uplink is the downlink port is 10 gigabit, 25 to 26, and for access device, the uplink port reach is 10 gigabit, 24 to 26, and then continue to add another axis. Then configure the link between the leaf and device. The downlink is gigabit, 25 to 26. For access device, need to configure the uplink port. Then connect the OK. 10 gigabits, 25 to 26. Okay, and here we can right click, we can view the link detail. Okay, and here we can delete the link or add the link. Okay, this is the same. We can view the link detail information, and here we can view the detail link information, and here of course we can delete the link or add a new link. Okay. And here the step and here the step 4 has been done. Now I will do the step 5, config management gateway and IP routing on span device. Okay, now and here I want to show another license. And here the icon, the color of the icon has different meaning. If the color of the icon is blue, it means the ZP is working is successfully, and if the icon is green, it means the ZP is not working. Okay, and here you can say we right click the icon, we can use the device detail and the ZP detail and the ZP configuration. Okay, it includes the host name, enable the SSL server, netconf server, and the local authentication user. And here you can say for the span device, the ZTP detail and the ZTP is working. Okay, and now I will use remote access to log into the span device. Uh, and you can see this command is issued by the BDLAN controller, the link aggregation group, the VLAN double net, the VLAN triple two, and this and this, and here the VLAN one. The interface VLAN one is also issued by the BDLAN controller. And here we need to okay. Now I will do the step 5. Okay. Now we need to configure the device management IP, the gateway interface VLAN double nine IP address 172.17.99.2 254. The net mask is 24. And here we need to wait. And here we need to connect these two network to the underlay network. Okay. And now for this environment, the underlay network is router OSPF. Okay. Network 172.17.9.254 10 and net mask 172.17.1.254 0 20, and we can do the pin test between the BDLAN controller and the span device. Okay, pin 10 to 11 to 12 to 53 with the source IP 172.1.254. You can see it's working. Okay, I show you IP interface graph to view the IP info. You can see the interface VLAN double 9 is done because the leaf device and the access device is not power on. Okay. Okay, the step 5 has been done. And now I will do the step 6. Okay. Step 6 is that connect the link and the power on device. And here the device includes the leaf and access device. Okay. And here I have connected the console cable with the leaf device. And here we can see a complete ZTP process. Okay. And we can see here the and you can see the ZVDCB upgrade is working. The serial number is D664201600131. And you can see the interface is up, the interface VLAN 1, the status is up, and here you can see the interface VLAN 1 has get the IP address. Then the ZP client will start to download the boot file, and download boot file. ZP script the terminal is successfully, and the custom file is successful, and start to download the config file, and download the config file is successful, and then the system will reboot. Okay. And here you can see this is the login info I captured from the console cable. Actually, this is a complete ZTP process. Okay. Firstly, the ZTP client will get the IP address of the interface VLAN 1, and then the ZTP client will start to download the boot file, ZTP script.html, and you can see it works. The download the file is successful, and then start to parse time file, and then parse time file is successful. Then start to download the config file, and then download the config file successfully, and then the device will reboot. Okay. The color of the icon becomes blue, it means the ZTP is successful. And here we can see the ZTP detail. We can say it's working. Device detail successfully. Okay. And here still we can see the ZTP detail is working and it's successfully. And this too. and then we can from home page we can see the demo. The device will All this device will be added to the physical top log automatically. Okay, and for the TP and for the top log ZTP, I can add on this top log I can add the leaf and access device to here. It's not here. It's this and select the corresponding devices. And here, okay. Now we can see the leaf and the axis has been added to the top log successfully. Okay. And here we can see the here we can view the device IP or the device name. Okay. Here we view device IP and now I will use the remote access tool like PuTTY or 6RT to create a new session. Here select the SSH. The host name is 172.170.9.3. The username is myproof, and here actually I get wrong host name. The host name is 172.170.9.3. Okay. And here you can see I have used the remote access tool to log into the access device uh, by my laptop. Okay. Okay, that's all for this video. If you have any question, just leave comment here. Thanks for your watching.